Bonjour à tous, hi everyone, bienvenue dans notre leçon de jour, leçon de grammaire. On va expliquer aujourd'hui les articles. En français, les articles. On a beaucoup d'articles, des articles définis, des articles indéfinis, des articles partitifs, les démonstratifs et les possessifs. Alors, on commence avec les articles définis. But let's compare it first to English. In English, les articles définis, it's the word the in English. We use it to define words like the book, the books. It's not different between the singular and the plural. It's the same. So the English definite article the never varies for number, as you see. Et en français, in French, the definite article takes different forms according to gender. Gender here, it means masculin ou féminin. And number, singulier ou pluriel, of the noun that it comes with. So, I'm giving you here some words. For example, the word bureau, bureau, it's office. I wrote here le bureau, the office. Le here it means the, but le it's a specific word. We use it with the masculin singulier. Okay, and la for le féminin singulier. So we have le for the masculine and la for the feminine. L'apostrophe we use it for both masculin ou féminin singulier that start with vowels like A, E, I, O, U et parfois le H. Les, we use l'article. The word les, we use it with the words, the nouns, pluriel, masculin ou féminin pluriel, as you see. Les cafés, les librairies. Okay, let's move on. So we have le, which means the pour le masculin singulier, la pour le féminin, et l'apostrophe pour les voyelles, pour le masculin et le féminin, qui commence avec des voyelles A, E, I, O, U, H. Also we have l'article pluriel, les, l'article défini qu'on utilise pour le pluriel, les. Ok. Par exemple, le garçon, ça veut dire the boy. La fille, the girl. So when you translate le and la into the. L'apostrophe, l'orange, it's a singular word, starts with a vowel. And all plural words, all the plural nouns, we use les for it as an article défini. Les enfants, the children. Okay? The second kind of article, les articles indéfinis, we used to compare first to English. In English, the singular indefinite article is un or an. You know that un for the singular that starts with a consonant, like book, a book. Article in English, it starts with a vowel, so we used an for it. A book, an article. And the plural, we used to use some, which often omitted in English. Et en français, the singular indefinite articles are three words. Un for le masculin, une for the feminine, pour le féminin, And the plural indefinite article is they, which means some in English, okay, which cannot be omitted, unlike the English some. In English, sometimes you can omit, you can take the some away, but en français, we used to say it, you don't take it away. For example, un, as you know, un, une, des. Un, une, des. Les articles indéfinis. Prenons des exemples pour le masculin singulier un et pour le féminin singulier une et pour le pluriel des. You need to take some examples. Crayon, stylo, livre. They are three masculine nouns, masculin, singulier. That's why we put un for it. Un crayon, un stylo, un livre. Ça va? Une gomme, une règle. Une gomme, une règle. Des cahiers, des feutres. Ok? Une gomme, féminin. Une règle, des cahiers, cahiers avec S, plural noun, des cahiers, des feutres. Alors, c'est clair? Qu'est-ce que c'est? You've heard this question many times before. In English, what's it? What's this? What's that? We used to use the question qu'est-ce que c'est if you want to ask about something. Okay? In French, to answer the above question, qu'est-ce que c'est, use c'est followed by a singular article and noun to identify people and objects. When I say c'est un bureau, c'est une bibliothèque, c'est un professeur, c'est une élève, c'est un garçon, c'est une fille. Now you're presenting, you identify people and objects using c'est un for le masculin, c'est une pour le féminin. And pour le pluriel, d'habitude, we use ce sont followed by a plural article and noun. Like when you say ce sont des bureaux, ce sont des garçons, ce sont des filles. So you can use ce sont des pour les choses et les personnes aussi. Okay? Third kind of article, les articles partitifs. Les articles partitifs. It's another kind of article that we used to use it with the nouns. Okay? I want just to remind you that the word article, it means a small words. We used to use it before the nouns. Okay? And from these little words that we use it before the nouns, you will understand the gender and the number of the nouns. Okay? When you see le before a noun, it means that this noun is singular and also it's masculine. When you see la, it means it's singular and it's feminine. And also un, masculin singulier, une, féminin singulier. Donc, des articles, it's small words, a little words, we use it before nouns, okay? And from these words, you will understand the gender and the number of these nouns. Okay, let's go back to the third kind, des articles partitifs, we use it to understand the word partitif from the word partie. Partie, it's a part. So partitive from the word parts. So you don't talk about the whole kind, you're talking about a part of it. Okay? Or a quantity of it. Or a number of it. Okay? So the amount or the quantity or the parts we use des articles partitifs for them. We have four words, four little words. Du pour le masculin singulier, de la pour le féminin singulier, d'elle, de l'apostrophe, pour le masculin ou le féminin, that starts with voyelle, as you know, des pour le pluriel. Note, on met de l'apostrophe devant les noms qui commencent par une voyelle ou H muet, non aspiré. H, we consider it as a vowel. It's not a vowel, but we use it with the vowels. So when you see a singular noun starts with H, so usually we use to use de l'apostrophe for it. Okay? Je mange. I told you just right now that we use des articles partitifs avec des parties, with the parts. Which kind of nouns that we used to talk about when you're talking about food and beverages? For example, you're not talking about the whole kind. You're talking about a part of it, or a piece of it, or a bit of it, or a little bit of that kind. Okay, so the food and the beverages are from the nouns that we use des articles partitifs for it. Je mange. When I'm eating not the whole kind, but a little bit of that kind, or a part of it, or some of it. For example, je mange du gâteau. Je mange du gâteau. I mean that I'm eating a part of this cake or a piece of it. Je mange du gâteau. Je mange de la pomme. Je mange de la pomme. I'm eating maybe a piece of it, or a part, or a slice of this apple. Je mange de l'orangeade. De l'orangeade. It's an orange juice, so it's better saying je bois de l'orangeade. Et as a plural noun, je mange des frites. Okay, fries. Je mange des frites. So, 4 words. They refer to the gender and the number. Du gâteau, masculin singulier. De la pomme, féminin singulier. Orangeade. Et des frites. Comparer. I'll give you 3 examples to better understand the l'article, the concept or the idea of des articles partitifs. Okay, that's one piece of chocolate. J'ai un chocolat. J'ai un chocolat. Un here, the word un here, we define it as article or article indéfini comme en anglais, because we can count this amount. Okay, you see, it's one piece of cake. So when you say j'ai un chocolat, I have a piece of chocolate, because you can count it. And here you have a lot, so you're gonna say j'ai des chocolats. J'ai des chocolats, because you have many. Article indéfini comme en anglais. So if you want to translate the first one, I have one chocolate or one piece of chocolate. J'ai des chocolats. I have some chocolates. What if you can't count, or you're talking about the quantity? Here in the picture, l'enfant a du chocolat au visage. L'enfant a du chocolat au visage. He was playing with the chocolate and then he spalted his face. L'article ici, c'est un article partitif. On peut pas le compter. We can't count how many pieces of chocolate he put on his face or he didn't eat. Okay, so if you're talking about a singular, you're using un or une. If you're talking about many, you're using des. If you're talking about the quantity or a part of that kind, you're using des articles partitifs. Ok, c'est compris? Alors, qu'est-ce qu'un article partitif? If you want to define the word article partitif, c'est un article qu'on met quand il s'agit d'une partie de quelque chose ou de quelque chose qui n'est pas quantifiable. I'm talking here about a kind of article that we use it with the parts or things that we can't count. Okay? In English, we omit usually l'article. Exemple, en français, when I'm saying vous prenez du lait, vous prenez du lait, do you like milk? You want to take it? Est-ce que vous avez du jus d'orange? Est-ce que vous avez du jus d'orange? You have any orange juice? Do you have any or some orange juice? Okay. When you translate, watch out for this article partitif. When you translate it, you're talking about some or any or a part of the kind. Rappel, très important, l'article indéfini et l'article partitif de, we change them into de dans une phrase négative. Okay, don't forget that les articles indéfinis, un, une, des, et les articles partitifs du de la de l'apostrophe des, we used to change them into de in the negative form. And don't forget this when you answer the negative questions. When I'm saying j'ai du temps, I have some time. J'ai du temps. If you want to say I don't have any time to lose, je n'ai pas de temps à perdre. Je n'ai pas de temps à perdre. I don't have any time to lose. J'ai du here, you changed into de in the negative form. Another example, j'ai un livre. I have a book. Je n'ai pas de livre. Also, l'article indéfini, here, we change it into de à la forme négative. C'est clair? Les articles contractés. The word contraction in English, it means we have two words, we join them together, okay, and we produced a new word. If you have the preposition de with l'article défini le, don't forget to join them together and to make l'article contracté du. Okay? And also, la préposition de plus les font des. Des here, okay? Originally it was de plus le. De, the preposition de, which means from or about, or from or about, plus le, I want to say from the, or about the, okay? You're talking about something, you're coming from such a place, okay? You don't write, you never write de plus le, you write it du. And also for the plural, de, you don't write it followed by les, change them into they. For example, we don't say de le cinéma. De le cinéma, we used to say du cinéma. Du cinéma. De la pharmacie, no problem with l'article défini la, no problem for it, and l'apostrophe also, you can write it after the preposition de, but for the plural here, you don't write de les, you write it des, okay? So, de le cinéma, c'est faux, it will be du cinéma. And also, de les enfants, we don't write it that way, we used to write it des enfants, okay? Let's move on. the possessive adjectives. Okay, we're gonna compare it first with English, and this is a very important part with the article. We used to call it des adjectifs possessive, but we consider it as the determinant. Determinant, it means like article, small words. We use it to show the gender and the number of the nouns. The singular forms of des articles ou bien les adjectifs possessifs and the plural forms. Let's start with the word my in English. Mon pour le masculin, ma pour le féminin, your, ton, ta, his or her or its, son, sa, notre, our, votre, your, leur, their. Okay, this is the singular form, and for the plural form, mes, my, tes, your, ses, his or her or its, nos, vos, nous, vos, leur avec s. Okay, again, mon, ma, mes, ton, ta, tes, son, sa, ses, notre, nous, votre, vos, leur, leur avec s. Okay, les adjectifs possessifs. Again, let's clarify this point. Pour le masculin, on utilise mon, ton, son, notre, votre, leur. Pour le pluriel, on a mes, tes, ses, nous, vos, leur avec s. Pour le féminin, ma, ta, sa. Watch this. We will change them into mon, ton, son, avant une voyelle ou H muet, non aspiré. Okay, we will explain this now. Notre, votre, leur, and pour le pluriel, mes, tes, ses, nous, vos, leur avec s. Okay, so revise with me. Mon, ton, son, we use them with the masculin singulier. Also notre, votre, leur. Pour le féminin, ma, ta, sa, you change them. You have to change them into mon, ton, son. If the followed noun was starting with a vowel or h muet. Okay, like when I want to say my school. École, the word école, it's school en français. Try to pick a possessive adjective for it. So you want to say ma école. When you say ma école, c'est faux. That's wrong. But you was thinking right. École, it's a feminine and it's a singular noun. So if you want to say my school, you choose ma for it because you told me that ma, it's for the feminine and for the singular. Okay, and the word école, it's a feminine and a singular noun. So why we can't use ma for it, or ta for it, or sa for it? Okay, because the word école starts with a vowel. So you can't say ma école, c'est faux. Ta école, it's wrong. Sa école. So you want to change this? You have to change this into mon école, ton école, son école. Okay? Ma, ta, sa. We use them for the feminine, the singular nouns that starts with a consonant. Like when you say ma gomme, ma règle, ma trousse. But you don't use them with the singular feminine nouns that starts with vowels. Okay? Let's have this example. C'est ma cassette. C'est ma cassette. Cassette here, it's a feminine word, starts with a consonant. There's no problem to use ma for it. The word orange, it's a feminine also, but you can't say ta for it, so you will replace it by ton. Okay? Watch this. Ma cassette, ton orange. Ce sont leurs livres. Ce sont leurs livres. Ce sont leurs cassettes. Two plural words, masculin et féminin. We use the same article for them. Okay? Now let's move on the last kind of article, les adjectifs ou bien les articles démonstratifs. This or these in English. You wanna mention something. Ce, cette, ces. 3 words, very important. They mean the. Say avec S, it means these. Okay? Ce first, let's begin with ce, it means this. Pour le masculin singulier. Okay? Cette pour le féminin singulier. And we have ces, ces, we use it for the plural words. I want to say this boy, ce garçon, this girl, cette fille, these children, ces enfants. Okay? What about this one? Cette. And why we put it with the ce masculin? Okay? There is a reason here. Il s'agit de la prononciation. We can't say ce followed by a vowel. It will be a problem when you pronounce ce followed by a vowel. So you need to put a consonant in between to separate the two sounds. So that's why we use set with one T with the masculin singulier nous, les noms masculins singuliers that starts with vowels like A, E, I, O, U or H. Okay? When I'm saying jeune, jeune homme, young man, this young man, ce jeune homme, cette jeune fille, that young girl, ces hommes, these men, ces jeunes filles, these young ladies or young girls, cet homme, the word homme, that's a masculine word, a masculine noun, starts with H. That's why we couldn't use ce for it. Cet is a word, it's a kind of article that we use it with les singuliers qui commencent avec des voyelles ou H muet. Okay? Here you have this page, it's in the booklet. You will see that we gathered all kinds of articles as a quick revision. We have les articles définis, les articles indéfinis, les articles positifs, les articles démonstratifs et les articles partitifs. Okay? And for each kind of article we use a word for the masculine form, the feminine form, and for the plural form. For each kind we have a usage. Les articles définis, it means the. Indéfini, without the. Possessive, my, your, his, her, as you know. Demonstrative, this or these. Partitive, a little bit of this kind, a part of it, a piece of it, some of it. Okay? So, this lesson is very important, this article, because it's related to the nouns and the adjectives. When you're talking about a noun, you have to define and to show that this noun is masculine or feminine, singular or plural. So if you use these little words in a wrong way, you will describe the noun in a wrong way, then maybe you will have a problem and a lot of grammar mistakes. Ok mes élèves, on a fini maintenant. Don't forget to watch this video again to review les articles, and also study hard